Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome class to Arabic 101. We are on class number 30 and we have reached, walhamdulillah, lesson 13, right? Let's begin. الدرس الثالث عشر. الدرس الثالث عشر. ما معنى ذلك?
Lesson 13.
Lesson 13. Yeah, anytime I ask a question, I want you guys to respond. I'm going to read it, and then I'm going to ask you guys to read it afterwards. If there is a haraka that you don't know, go ahead and write that haraka in. You'll eventually learn to read without the harakat, but if there's one that you're not sure of, just follow along, and we either can correct it, or we can make sure that we make ضبط of it. من هؤلاء الفتية الطوال يا علي? Heavy.
This new class.
No, these are all new words. من هؤلاء الفتية الطوال يا علي? We have 3 new words in there, and that's why it seems like it's a bit heavy. هم طلاب جدد. طيب, let's stop there. It might be better to read a couple of lines and then take what they mean. Let's start with line number 1. من هؤلاء? We've taken هذا, we've taken هذه. What is هذا used for? Singular? Masculine. What's هذه used for? Singular, feminine. What if we're dealing now with a group of men or a group of women?
Or mix. Or no.
Huh? Group of men, group of women, or mixed? We use هؤلاء. Man, masculine, feminine, right? Or mixed. What are we going to say? هؤلاء.
They
Right?
are, right?
Who are these men? Who are these women? Understand?
So would that be they are or these are? No.
No, I mean like like
Like a translation, what would that be?
probably these. These would be best. No, don't worry. We're not taking those yet. Okay, I thought you did. I'm sorry.
This is these men and this women
Yeah.
who are
Who are these men? Who are these women? Al-fityatu. What's fata? Young men or boy, right? So fitya would be the plural. Fityatun, plural masculine.
boys.
What?
Men is that's only for boys.
Yes.
Oh, so this is only for both men.
Yeah.
Young men.
Yes. Who are these young men? Or who are these boys? Right? الطوال. ما معنى طويل مصطفى؟ tall. ما معنى قصير محمد؟ Short. So now if we say طوال, what does that mean? Plural of طويل. طوال is the plural of طويل. يا علي. And as simple as that, we've taken that Chinese and we've made it Arabic. صح؟ من هؤلاء الفتية الطوال يا علي? Read all together. من هؤلاء الفتية الطوال يا علي? We got rid of the elifs, right? هم طلاب. You guys know طلاب. جدد. ما معنى جدد? We never took جدد, did we? We took جديد. But now your brain is working in Arabi. So it's understanding that جديد, there's جيم and dal. جدد, it's learning how to transform things. Very good.
So if it's plural Taliban, you have to say jadidun, right?
If you say طلاب, plural, you have to describe them as all plural. So جدد.
If you say jadidun, it's wrong.
If you say طلاب جديد, that's wrong. Because طلاب is plural and the description needs to be the same. It's like نعت منعوت, yes.
So whom means there, I guess, right?
Hum,
There.
they, yeah.
They.
Hum means they, basically they are, right? They are. طلاب جدد. They are new students. من أين هم? It's easy. You guys know this already. Yeah. هم من أمريكا. They're from America. أهم زملاؤك?
Classmates. Something with classmates.
How do you know that? زميل means classmate. Muslim, مسلمون. مؤمن, مؤمنون. All right? مدرس, مدرسون. مهندس. That's it. Something with a structure.
System. Usually there's no system in
What is it about those words that makes them all the same? Is it just those?
It's talking about like occupation, or it's talking about a description for a people. Yeah? Because we will also take, this is what is known as a sound plural. It's masculine. And we'll also take like for طلاب, we didn't say طلابون, right? That's called a broken plural. So in Arabic there's a difference. Continuing on 13, صح? What was the last line? I don't know why my book changed. أهم مجتهدون. Or not without, yeah. أهم مجتهدون. نعم هم مجتهدون. All right? Yes, they're hardworking. ما أسماؤهم? What are their names? Plural. أسماؤهم ياسر وزكريا وموسى وعبد الله. Right? ومن هؤلاء الرجال القصار. Okay, we have من هؤلاء, who are these, رجال, no, men. Men. You have, how do you say singular man? رجل. رجل. And plural is رجال. And the قصار, what is the meaning of قصار? Muhammad told us earlier is that قصير, singular. قصير, قصار. طويل, tell me. قصير, قصار. طويل, طوال. Does it make sense? And sometimes this book does a little bit of stereotype, so don't be upset. هم حجاج. They are hajjis. That's what we say, hajjis. In English, we add an S. It's not hajjis, it's hujjaj. You have one is hajjun, and the plural is hujjaj. Okay, not hajjis. A person who made hajj. Hajjun is somebody who made hajj, right? And hujjaj is the plural of that. Pilgrims, basically. من أين هم? Where are they from? صح? بعضهم. ما معنى بعضهم? After? Some of them. بعض means some. No, ضاد. بعض. Not zu. Don't let your tongue do that. بعض. بعض. And what do we add next to it? We added hum. It's okay, like if you guys get like some mistake like that, I want you to say it because I can correct you here. Right? If you go at home, I can't correct you there. So say it here. If you say it wrong, great, because then you'll know how to say it properly. All right? So that's, something I want you guys to do. Speak it out here. And when somebody gets it wrong, don't make fun of each other unless I laugh first. And then you guys can.
That's fair, right?
That's fair then. بعض plus هم بعضهم.
Some of them, yeah.
من الصين.
Chinese.
وبعضهم من اليابان. Okay, so that's why I said sometimes there's a little bit of stereotyping in the book. Not everyone from China or Japan are small. That's what they're saying there. Who are the short people? It's not. See, I didn't laugh first. Because if there was people from China or Japan, some of the tallest people are from China. Right? I think the tallest man in the world is from China. Yeah. Maybe. I don't know. That's what I heard.
there's like Hyderabad and stuff. They say Zod instead of God.
This right here?
Yeah. So is that right? Can you say Zod?
No, that's probably just the way it's pronounced in that part of the world. That's how they say Wad. As far as I know, this letter is only found in the Arabic language.
No, it's in Urdu too.
The way it sounds in Arabic, like that sound,
Yeah, that's right.
right? Like the Wad, the heavy. It's not a law. Like that might be in another language, but this one right here,
Yeah.
I think it's only in the Arabic language and nowhere else.
This is Zod. It's wrong even if they read Quran.
It's wrong in Arabic.
That's what they say, like,
Wala zalin.
Yes.
That's not the Quran was not written in that language. It was written in Arabic, so therefore it needs to be pronounced in Arabic, and that would be considered a mistake. Yeah. In some cases, what they call like, what is it? It's an apparent mistake, like having za in place of la. It might even be enough to negate your recitation of Al-Fatiha. And Al-Fatiha is a rukn, like a pillar of the salah, and you have to have it. So if your Fatiha is really screwed up, then you could be negating your own salah. So unless you're learning, like if you're learning and getting it wrong, you're okay. But if you're not trying and you're going on years reading it wrong, what's your excuse in front of Allah? Sah? Like what's the excuse? Because when you're taken in the, like we took on, what was it called, the Tawheed lesson that we had? When you're asked in the grave and they said, who's your messenger, who's your Lord, what's your religion? He says, I don't know. Ha la adri. Right? And then the malaika, what do they respond? Like what did they say back to them? They just say, oh, that's okay. It wasn't that important anyways. No. They say, ma darayta wa ma talayt. Said, you didn't know, right? And you didn't read. Look at how they're emphasizing you didn't read, you didn't learn. That's why you did not know. If you read, you would have known. So it shows that there needs to be some effort, because you have a hadith, again, of the Prophet ﷺ who says that Allah will give 2 reward for the one who reads Qur'an, وَهُوَ يَتَتَعْتَعُ فِيهِ, like he's stuttering while he's reading it, because he can't. It's showing that Allah is rewarding the person who's trying to read. One for his recitation and another one for his effort. So that's different from a person who doesn't try. We say that person, inshallah, his verses are still accepted and his recitations accepted. But the one who stays on ignorance his whole life, you say, no, this is, you're not going to reward the both of them the same. It's unfair. Correct?
Is there any meaning that it's a dua if somebody pronounces it as
Wala zalin.
Yeah.
Not that comes to mind, but I know for other words that are done that way, there is a difference. Yeah? Yeah, it doesn't come to my mind right now, but I know that they do make some differences. Okay, we're almost done with the hiwar. The hiwar means the dialogue. Yeah. بعضهم من الصين وبعضهم من اليابان. أين موسى وأصدقاؤه. What's صديق?
Friend.
أصدقاء or أصدقاء. Yeah.
Allah, his friends, right?
Friends, plural. ذهبوا إلى المطعم. That's a new thing at the end of a verb, right? That wow. Anytime you have a verb and at the end of that verb you see a wow alif. That alif is silent. The word in question is ذهبوا. And we're going to take this later on, but just to point out. ذهبوا. See this wow alif? If you see that at the end of a verb, it means they did whatever it is here. This is, remember how we said ذهبت is for ana. ذهبوا is for, let's color that in. It's for whom, they.
They left.
That's right. They went. Yeah. ذهبوا إلى المطعم. They went where?
Restaurant.
Went to the restaurant. Okay.
مطعم.
No.
مطعم.
You see ila before, right? What does ila do to the word after it?
Mami.
It makes it a kasra. Yes. You don't like how this changed?
No, when you're speaking, you won't,
Do you make it long? ذهبوا.
but you won't really pronounce vowels. How do you know there is a vowel?
The reason why you're pronouncing it, this is known as a vowel. Whenever wow comes, this is more like a Quran thing. Whenever there's a wow with a sukoon followed by a dhamma, you're just going to hear an extension of this harakah. And that's letting us know the wow is there. Huh? ذهبوا. What is it?
Somebody says dhahabu, like you have to really.
You don't. No, because no, look at this.
There's no other dahabu, right?
There's no other.
There is no listen to this, yeah. Every single well, I shouldn't say every single, but there are no verbs that end with a dhamma in the past tense. Does that make sense? There are no verbs in the madi that end with a dhamma. Do you guys all get that? So will I ever see a dhahabu like this? Right? See, for the untrained ear and for the one who doesn't know plurals, if I told you write dhahabu, without you knowing this, you would have probably wrote it like this, dhahabu. Right? But now you know there needs to be a waw alif there for the plural, because this can never happen. Right? A past tense verb, right, does not end with a dhamma.
Can you give me the harakas for the restaurant?
It only ends with a dhamma if it has this here. If it has a waw attached, well, it doesn't end, but it has it, come before it. What did you want to say now?
Restaurant harakas.
Al-mat'amu.
Mat. Yeah. No. I got the E. Mama said mat.
Mat'amun.
Nine.
Okay? Now yours is going to change because ila is there.
Nine.
And it's... Naam. What was your question, Mustafa? Then I'll come to
Is
you.
that for feminine, both feminine and masculine?
This one? No, this is just male. Just male.
What is the female?
We'll come to it.
So if you say they drank, would it be al-sharu?
No, that's for Atshan is for thirsty.
Oh, what is drink? Tashlab?
We've never took. Did we take drink?
No, we didn't. It's
You
not-
guys, you give me a hard time for giving you new stuff. I don't give you new words.
No,
It's
this
from-
is not. Don't add more
Yeah.
stuff than this.
No, we got to go through the tamreen.
I was just trying to go through, using that.
Shariba, and then you can do whatever to it after that. Shariba. That means he drank, and then you can change it however you like.
Came out from Sharab?
Sharabun,
Sharab.
which means drink in general, like a drink, yes. Tamarin. Now I get to call on you guys. I get to sit. Make sure just my head is not in the camera because it kind of looks funny. Okay. If it's just my head and then it's from up here. We're going to go ahead and read. We're going to start. The guys in the back, they think I'm not going to get to them, but I'm going to start with them. Everyone is going to do Tamreen al-awwal, right? And I'm going to read the instructions. Hawwil al-mubtada'a. What's hawwil mean?
You all.
No, hawwil is a command. It's telling you to change or transform. All right? Al-mubtada, we know what mubtada is. Fi kullin, in every, min al-jumal al-atiya. In each of the following sentences. Ila jam'. So change the mubtada to a jam' in all of the following sentences. Change the mubtada to a jam', meaning plural, in all of the following sentences. Or each of the following sentences. The example, هذا طالب. So we had to change هذا as well, correct? and we said هؤلاء. Yeah. And now that طالب needs to be made plural, and we say طلاب. Very good. يا مصطفى اقرأ.
هذا تاجر.
Okay.
هؤلاء تجار.
هؤلاء تجار. We took that word in the parentheses and we used it. في الخلف. What's في الخلف mean? What's خلف? In the back. في الخلف هناك. Over there. السؤال الثاني.
هذا حاج. هؤلاء حجاج.
طيب, what is that meaning?
That is the Haji,
Uh-huh.
and they are the Hujjaj.
Okay, very good. هؤلاء حجاج. So we said this is a Hajj, a person who made Hajj, right? We're just going to use pilgrim, all right? No, actually, let's not use that. Let's use Hajj, yeah, Hajji. And these are Hujjaj. These are others, who, other people who made Hajj. السؤال الثالث. جنبه, next to him.
هذا رجل. هؤلاء رجال.
Very good. رجال means?
Men.
Men.
Means men. Very good. السؤال الرابع. Going all the way across. Oh, who's that? Muhammad, you're back?
Yeah.
اقرأ السؤال الرابع.
هذا كبير.
نعم.
هؤلاء كبار.
أحسنت. ما معنى كبار? B is big. كبير, كبار.
So when you use kibarun?
If you're describing a lot of people that are big.
They are big.
Huh?
They are big.
Yeah, like if somebody's kids are there and you're like, man, they're big. What do you say? هم كبار.
How you write it down like the kibar?
It's in the book.
أنا كده.
At the right side. On the left side. You're supposed to take, this is all the plurals. All right? And right now, if you guys notice, we're taking the broken plural known as jam'u, that's plural, taksirin. Broken plural.
What does that mean by broken plural?
It means that, that's a good question. I'll show it to you. So we're only going to talk about two right now. All right? We're going to talk about, I'm going to put it up here, jam'. I was going to write plurals, but we're going to write it in Arabic so you guys get used to it. All right? Jam'. Right? Which means plural. So we have jam'u taksirin. All right, jam'u taksirin, which means broken plural, right? And we have jam'u mudhakkir salim. All right, plural, masculine, sound, meaning not broken. But what do you mean when you say broken or not broken? When you say taksir is like maksur. Remember the word maksur? Broken.
Oh yeah.
Broken. So we have, what was one of the first words? Talibun. Can you guys see this? Or is it too?
What's the left one saying? What's the second?
Jam' mudhakkir. Yeah, mudhakkir. Salim. You got it? Talibun or talibun, is it singular or plural? Singular. And when I make it into plural, I'll try to write a little bit bigger. Tullabun. Now, this structure, did the letters remain the same or did we have to shift some letters around? We had to shift some letters around. Not like when I write over here, Muslimun. Right? Can you guys in that corner still see Muslimun?
Yes.
Okay. If I want to make this one plural, did I shift anything around yet so far? It's still mim, sin, lam, mim, right? And all I did was attach 2 letters. So this stayed sound, it's unbroken. But over here, the alif, we had to remove it, right? Or not remove it, we had to switch it actually with the lam. So we broke its natural, structure. You know what I mean? Like its natural scale was ta, alif, lam. And it didn't change to ta, alif, or it didn't remain ta, alif, lam. It became ta, lam, alif. And actually not even lam, 2. So we had to not only switch the alif and the lam, but we added a second lam because of the shadda on the lam. Tul. And add even to that the harakat. This used to be a fatha. Talibun, right? Over here, is it still a fatha? It's a dhamma. So that's why they call it broken, because you had to change everything, or a lot of things. You changed the harakah, you changed the lettering, you changed the format of the word. That's why they call it a broken plural.
Okay, so
This one is still plural, mudhakkar salim, masculine, sound plural. Muslimun, you didn't change anything. The structure didn't change, the harakat didn't change, all the way till the end of the word. And this used to be tanween dhammatain, right? Muslimun. So, the only thing that changed was just getting rid of one dhamma, and that's not so much a big deal. And it had to be because it's not the end of the word. And then it ends muslimuna. Is this ever going to say muslimuni? No. It doesn't do that. It doesn't become like majroor that way, where you put a. Is it ever going to be muslimunu like that? It's not going to do that either. And it's not ever going to be muslimuni? No. This one, it ends like this, muslimuna.
Always.
If it has that wow there, if that wow is going to be there, and the noon is going to be there, it's always na.
Will feminine plural fall under that?
Feminine plural? Feminine plural has this also. Instead of mudhakkar, it's mu'annath. Instead of mudhakkar, it's mu'annath. So you see how we add wow, noon? Feminine has its own 2 letters that you add.
You don't want to say it.
We're going to get to it, so there's no rush. Huh? Ina? No, Ina is still for this one. Sometimes you hear muslimuna and muslimina. That's for this one.
Muslimat.
Oh, look at these guys. Muslimat. Yeah, but we're not taking that now. But it is adding alif ta. If you guys are keen on finding it, which 2 letters are they? For the sound feminine, it's add alif ta. Muslimat. All right? And then, there's a place in the Quran, Surah Tahrim. عَسَى رَبُّهُ إِن طَلَّقَكُنَّ. Right? You know this, Ja'far. أَن يُبْدِلَهُ أَزْوَاجًا خَيْرًا مِنْكُنَّ مُسْلِمَاتٌ مُؤْمِنَاتٌ قَانِتَاتٌ تَائِبَاتٌ عَابِدَاتٌ سَائِحَاتٌ ثَيِّبَاتٌ. And now you know why it matches, or it rhymes. Because they're all plurals. Right? There you go. Oh, and also muallims here too. طيب, we got some exercises to go through, ikhwan. I know you guys are trying to delay me, so I can't ask you guys questions. Right? Let me do the back line. No, and then I'll come up this way towards you, Muzaffar. Let me do the back line, then we're going to come all the way up. All right, you did yours, Muallim. السؤال أي سؤال? Which question? أي سؤال? How do you say 5? 5th? I said 5th.
or something like that.
No.
Hamsini.
No. That's 50.
Hamsanun.
Khamis. السؤال الخامس. If you want to say fifth and sixth and seventh, it always goes kasra. Like thalith. You know, rabi', khamis. All right?
We'll come to it. We'll come to it.
He's getting dizzy. Like, Ya Allah, help me. اقرأ السؤال الخامس.
هذا صغير
نعم.
هؤلاء صغار.
Very good. They are small. Right? Continue. So it could mean these are small. Actually, over here it's going to be these are small, right? Which means these kids or these, people or whatever, they're small. Next, سؤال السادس.
هذا قصير
نعم.
هؤلاء قصار.
ما معنى قصار؟ Short, plural. Short, plural. السؤال السابع إسماعيل.
هذا طويل
Mhm.
هؤلاء كبار.
Very good. ما معنى طوال؟ Tall, plural. Let me come up and then I'm going to go back down like this. مظفر.
هذا ولد
نعم.
هؤلاء أولاد.
هؤلاء أولاد. What's the plural of ولد? أولاد. And what's the meaning of أولاد? It means boys, right? And it also could just mean in general. No, in general it could mean children. All right? And usually when you say walad, it's referring to a boy, right? And if you say أولادي, it can mean my children, boy or girl. طيب?
هذا ابن.
Same thing with
هذا ابن.
Same thing with what?
Bani,
Beni, or you mean bintun?
in the Abasa is وَمَا صَاحِبَتِهِ.
صاحبتي وبنيه. No, that's his son. Yeah. طيب.
هذا ابن.
هذا.
ابن.
Yes.
هذا ابن or no?
You see, because there's only two words in the sentence, easier to read it as هذا ابن.
هذا ابن.
Yes. This is a son. This is a weird sentence to say. I mean, even in Arabic, it's son of who?
هؤلاء ابناء.
أبناء.
أبناء.
هؤلاء أبناء. So this is just specifically sons, plural, right? Nadim.
هذا عم.
هذا عم.
هؤلاء أعمام.
أعمام. Very good. What's the meaning of عم?
أنت.
Uncle from the father's side. And
yeah.
أعمام is the plural. أعمام. I'll give you guys a hint. There's a lot of words in this chapter. There's more on the other side. So get memorizing. Don't let them add up on you. السؤال الحادي عشر. 11th, Billen, and then I'm going to come up to you, Amir, after we get to...
هذا شيخ. هؤلاء شيوخ.
Very good. هؤلاء شيوخ. What's the meaning of shuyukh? Plural for sheikh. Yeah. Mr. Imtiaz.
Yeah.
نعم.
هذا ضيف.
هذا.
ضيف.
No, you could say it better.
هذا ضيف.
ضي.
هذا ضيف.
That's better.
هؤلاء ضيوف.
Very good. ضيوف. What's the meaning of ضيوف?
Old.
Who?
Plural of old.
Of old? No. What's ضيف?
It's a
When you have somebody come to your house.
Company.
No, that's ضعيف. ضعيف is weak. ضيف is when you invite somebody to your house. He is a what?
Yes.
ضيف, yeah, as a guest. ضيف.
My brother's name.
Guest everyone. Guest.
Oh, we say his name really means
ضعيف. This is
Okay,
is
this
weak.
all right.
Weak. The first one is the weak, ain't it?
Oh, you know it. Oh, let's do it just like this.
So guess the كمان عملنا. We agreed on guess.
See the difference?
Ayn.
That ayn.
Is it old or weak?
Weak. Guessed. ضعيف is weak. Like when you say this hadith is ضعيف. It's this one. ضعيف with the ayn. ضعيف. You have to hear the ayn, right? Listen closely. ضعيف. ضعيف. In English, and when you read it, what is it going to say? If you were to read it like with English letters, you'd probably see an apostrophe, da'if, right? And when you say this one, da'if. They sound the same, but not in Arabic. Da'if, da'if. واضح? طيب. قولوا واضح.
On هؤلاء, is there two alifs in there?
هؤلاء, yeah. They don't write generally, it's written that way. It's similar to like when we write هذا, right? And they do that. It's so commonly known, right? They don't write it, but it technically should be written like this. هذا. You never see it written like that. And actually, you sometimes don't even see this little one. Correct? Yeah, so, but it's really supposed to be written this way.
Yeah, on هؤلاء, they only have the.
هؤلاء is the same way. There's one there. أولئي. Right? So, 1, 2.
So if someone writes the other way, is that like supposed to be correct or that's always wrong?
No, it's, I mean, dictation-wise, it's correct. But this is already so commonly used that it's accepted that if somebody sees this, they're probably going to tell you,
That's wrong.
you're wrong. And then, and remember, in the Quran, we don't get our spelling from the Quran. The Quran is unique in this way that the Sahaba who wrote it and so on and so forth, right? They would sometimes write it with this alif and sometimes without it and sometimes this way or sometimes that way. So as far as the Quran goes, we don't get our spelling rules from there. We get our language rules from there, right? There's a difference between language rules and spelling rules. And we're not going to say the Quran was wrong in its spelling because the Sahaba and the Tabi'een are the ones who are writing it. But as far as like how the word sounds and can it be written this way or that way, we're going to say that's, the way they saw it and that's the way they wrote it. So we left it as is with these different types of spelling.
So in Quran, both types are used or only one?
No, you don't see this one. I don't recall ever seeing this one. Is that correct? I got to refer back to the experts on the Quran. Do you guys ever see this one in there? I've never seen that one. All right? You always see it, I believe, like this. There'll be some times where, just in spelling-wise, it'll be spelt one way, one place with like an open tat, and another time it'll be spelled with a closed tat. So again, and they refer usually to different things, but that's a science of Quran thing, and there's no need to get into it.
So هؤلاء can be used for near and far.
No, this is just for near.
For near.
Yeah, this is for near, masculine or feminine.
Near?
Close. It's like hada. You don't want to say those people, not those. In English, we usually say they are, and we're referring to like far away, but we'll take far away. All right. For right now, this is for, close. Come on, we got to get everyone in, and then we'll be through for today. And the rest will be homework. عند من وقفنا. Who do we stop on? No, we're going to come upward, the Amir, and then we're going to go. So that way nobody knows who's next. So everyone pays attention. Yeah, it's a new thing. I don't want to know. I might jump. Don't think you're next, Sayyid. It might be Abdul Majid. That way, everyone stays fresh. Or he's not even going to listen to you read. He's going to go read his now. يلا اقرأ.
هذا جميل.
Let me It's number 13. Just, we've been talking for a while. So it's السؤال الثالث عشر. Number 13. هذا.
هذا جميل.
You have جميل in there, number 13?
زميل.
Okay. زميل. All right.
زميل.
Good.
هؤلاء زملاء.
Good. هؤلاء زملاء. زملاء means classmates. And if you notice, what haraka does it end with? Tanween or just regular dhamma? Regular dhamma. This type of plural doesn't accept tanween. It's called a word that doesn't accept
Lam
tanween?
alif, right? I think.
No, not lam alif. This has got a alif hamza at the end.
Oh, okay.
If it ends with a alif hamza.
Is there a formula for it? Because most of them is.
You really want to get into that?
No, I don't want to.
Okay, just take it as it is right now. Okay, so these words right here, when they end in alif hamza, it's mamnu'un min as-sarfi. It does not accept the tanween. All right? And it also means that it cannot accept kasra. It doesn't accept tanween and it doesn't accept kasra. All right? Continue. الرابع عشر. A word that's mamnu' min as-sarf doesn't accept tanween or kasra. Oh yeah, who's gonna be next? Who read the next one already? No, out of you two.
No one.
I meant like nobody practiced it beforehand. Just say it, go. Oh, you read everything? Oh, I can't get you. اقرأ then. Lesson number 14. Number 14, Sayyid.
هذا فقير.
نعم.
هؤلاء فقراء.
Very good. ما معنى فقير? Poor. And فقراء is plural. طيب. جعفر.
هذا غني.
نعم.
هؤلاء أغنياء.
ما معنى أغنياء? Rich for plural. Rich for plural. عبد المجيد. أغنياء. السؤال السادس عشر.
هذا صديق. هؤلاء أصدقاء.
أصدقاء. ما معنى أصدقاء? Friends. All right. How about if they were my friends? أصدقائي. All right. Very good. Go ahead and mark that we stopped on question number 17.
No, okay.
All right. We didn't read it, so we read 16. We're going to start from 17. And the remaining part from 17 to 25 is you guys' homework for tomorrow. Very simple. جزاكم الله خير وبارك الله فيكم. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.